that's nice. I like that. A bit of indoor, a bit of indoor pools. Not indoor pools, what is it?
It was difficult with this. I found it was really you can't do it on there. So you've actually got to do it here.
Yeah, I wonder.
Well, I couldn't think of anywhere else to do it.
How big is your clip?
She got confused.
What if you go overhead? What if you go to put, because we've got a small clip on there, will it actually fit through that thing? So go, just put it through here, like a thing, and go over, and then put it on the other side. You haven't got like you haven't got all the pressure here. You can clip it on that one, that side, that's what I would.
Well, that'll put pole pressure around.
Yeah, no, wait, it won't actually, because you haven't, well, a little bit, because you'll actually have pressure on both sides, so I don't think you'll get pole pressure. I'm just wondering if you clip it here, if that's going to, and then it's quite a sharp pull, isn't it? I might be wrong.
Yeah,
I'd try that.
Can I try it the way I know first? Because just in case, she's never had that.
Yeah.
And that might just freak out. I don't want to freak you out when I think maybe.
On that you've got quite a lot of pressure just on one point, haven't you?
After so much ruling, I think she's quite calm. So
she's definitely quite happy.
With her being alright. Hello, too. Come on.
keep the momentum, so you keep using the body language.
Right, that was better actually.
Yeah, but then when you're stopping, don't just go, oh, I want to stop. You need to let her know, give her a bit of warning.
I did, that was this hand signal
Yeah.
to do this.
Well, I think you're too quick. And then you're like this, and she's like, oh, got to stop. And then she's doing her bum out. What you want to do is think, with your body language, give her a visual cue maybe.
That is the visual cue like that.
Yeah, I think it would help with your body language to do that. Because you want to suggest, it's a bit like, you know when you're preparing a movement, you need to do, use like a half halt to prepare a horse for a movement.
Yeah.
You're giving it like you're saying, something's going to happen, now I'm asking you. So think about, when you're going to ask her to go into a walk, make sure you move much faster and into her shoulder. So walk with her, don't just wait for her to go forward. Use your body language to keep her forward.
Yeah.
So now keep more forward with her, more into her shoulder. Well, that's just being, see, I think you should use, I'm not saying hit her, but I would use the whip. Because what you're doing,
I'm using this.
Yeah, but I think the problem is,
you'll get far too much out of her to use the whip.
Well, I'm not saying to use it, but just use it as an extension of your arm.
Yeah, no, she'll get too much out of her, too much energy, I think.
I'm not sure. I think the problem is, she's not quite sure. You're saying your arm's going this way, but then your body language is almost like this because you're trying to get her to go from behind.
Right.
So it's stretched for the movement, if that makes sense. That's what it looks like to me. Yeah, but keep more towards her shoulder. And slightly further, slightly more forward with her. That's it. So you need to think that your body is at the girth, effectively, so you're acting as like your leg.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
As soon as I get ahead of her, she stops.
Yeah.
Because she sees that as body language to stop her.
Yeah.
That's what I've always... Walk on.
Yeah.
That's why she got confused there.
Yeah.
That's too far ahead.
Yeah.
Go.
Because I think then, because you're asking her to move, but you're not moving with her. And she's thinking, hang a minute, you're asking me to move, but why aren't you moving?
Shouldn't I get her to move independently then?
Well, the thing is, if you were riding her,
Yeah.
you're echoing each other's body language and movement, aren't you?
I want to be able to stay and move around without her.
But Happy will do that.
Yeah.
So I was lunch Happy, and I think he's like, anywhere. More like,
Yeah.
like, so, but he knows that's what it does, basically. But I just think, you need to not, your body language needs to be less confusing to her. Like, for me, she looks like a bit like confused.
Yeah.
So I would say, like when you're saying, like, opening your hand, effectively, because I do that with Happy.
Yeah, that means...
Yeah, so you're going forward. So you're almost pointing your... Yeah, you're opening the shoulder in effect, aren't you? You're saying to go forward. When you do that, actually step forward. Don't worry so much about getting into the lunge line. Use your body language. So actually walk forward. As you say it, go walk and then walk because you're putting your arms through.
The trouble is if I walk in front of her, she says that is no, that's stop to her.
Right, okay.
Because the way I've trained her, that is stop. If I stand here, she stops.
Yeah.
So I've got to get her to go out in front of me.
So try not to, so in that case, don't move in front of her shoulder, but still keep behind her shoulder, but still step, or keep slightly further back to ask her when you're going forward, and then, but use that step, but use the step forward into her shoulder to get her to move.
To get her to move?
So so if they don't walk in front of her, keep it slightly further back from her shoulder, but still use your body language to generate movement.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So keep more into her shoulder now, because as soon as you get too far back, you've got to pivot and she's turning on it. You see that? You see what I mean? And again now, just use your, rather than going, because you're going, oh I want you to move forward, but then you're going this way, she's like, well, I'm going to follow you. Yeah. So then the very second she slows down and stops, try and read it before she gets to that point. So as soon as you think she's going to slow down, then be much stronger with your body language and walk, slightly more into her shoulder. So then that again now, I'm
stood here, which means stop.
So come slightly, come slightly,
to
start with, come slightly behind her shoulder, and then as you do a big step forward as you ask with your hand, but don't also keep yourself behind to me, she looked like she was thinking about stopping anyway.
No, I stopped her.
Yeah.
That's how I would stop her.
Yeah.
Do you want to see her loose and I'll show you how I direct her?
Yeah. And then I'll have to go with the lunch just to see